our friends back to the Me and Ricky podcast, episode 14. Jacob alongside Ricky. How you doing, Rick?
Rick N Hick Connection.
He's been waiting to say that for a week.
Yeah, I've been working on that all week.
Rick N Hick Connection. He's made banners. He sent me a flyer with it on it in the mail. I don't know why you had to pay postage. You could just give it to me in person. Anyway, we have the honor and privilege of being joined by Judd Harris Esquire.
That's right. Feels good.
Esquire.
For those who don't know about Judd, born into humble beginnings in Okeechobee, Florida, Judd has made a meteoric rise in the world of music. Judd, 20-something?
22.
22-something? College co-ed?
College.
Yes.
Yes. At Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia. That's a ways away.
14 hours, about 1,500 miles.
Can you tell us in kilometers how far that is?
That would be about some sort of kilometers.
Rick?
Yeah.
Rick's my go-to on the metric system.
Channel your inner metric.
Judd is one of the leaders. Are you the leader?
One of.
I didn't want to displace anyone. One of the leaders of the musical group 71. You can see 71 all over the internet. They may even come to a hometown near you. I guess it's your hometown. It's your hometown, so it's really close to you. A town near you, playing all kinds of gigs. Talented young people. Very great. Judd, what do? You play guitar? You sing?
Both.
Ricky, for a while now, we've been talking about trying to get a celebrity on the air. You know, we're still pursuing Missy Elliott. Our people have reached out to her people. Her people
reached out to us.
Well, that's the truth. I didn't want to be too proud about that and boast, but we're still trying to get something working with Missy. We gave ourselves a year, right? You got Brendan Fraser yet?
No, man. He won't return my phone calls.
BF, we love you. Please return our phone calls. We want to help rejuvenate your career. Okay?
I'd love to do a duo project with you.
You hear that,
wow.
BF? You hear that? The Judd Harris over here volunteering his time and efforts.
Let's get funky.
Man, that should be the name of the film. It could be a musical. Here's the thing. Judd is very well known in musical circles, but he's also well known by a famous nickname at Liberty, and that is Thor.
Oh, it's fitting.
Yeah.
Thor. Judd kind of looks like Thor. People really call you Thor?
It happens on occasion. Not even just at Liberty. I've gotten in airports and in certain different restaurants I've been in. It's kind of a.
You ever sign an autograph as Thor?
I should start doing that.
Not even as Chris Hemsworth. Just right, Thor.
I think he's better looking though.
I agree.
Well,
he's a dapper young man. He's a beautiful soul.
He's a hunk.
You ain't lying. This guy's a hunk of man over here. Ricky and I were actually speaking earlier this week about the comic book character, the movie character, Chris Hemsworth plays him, Thor, and I found out Ricky didn't know a lot about Thor. It kind of blew my mind. I thought every young boy grew up
I know I did.
knowing about Thor.
No, I didn't. I really don't know much about. I was a Spider-Man guy. Love Spider-Man.
Anyway, I told Ricky, get on the internet, do some research on Thor so that we have something to talk about with Judd, because that is his persona now, apparently. So, Ricky, what'd you find?
Yeah, I did a little research, and the most interesting thing I think is that the character Thor is based on ancient horse mythology, which is kind of odd. That what?
Did you say horse mythology?
Yeah, horse mythology.
I think you meant Norse, like Vikings, Nordic, Norsemen.
Yeah, it's definitely Norse.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Well, yeah. The horses in your mythology?
I thought it was weird. Wait.
So
what am I going to do with all these horse jokes?
What's on that shit? Is that horse joke?
No.
Ricky?
No.
This is a pay. It doesn't even open the tape.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at this horse myth. Oh, and you even personalized it with jokes on Judd. Ricky writes, Judd is my main man.
They're horse jokes.
Oh, I get the horse bane. You sound great, Judd. You don't sound hoarse at all.
Oh. Oh, no.
Judd, don't stir up trouble. Stir up.
Judd likes them.
Ricky, when would you have been able to use these in a conversation about Thor anyway?
If it was all right.
Sounds like a stable gig. I guess referencing to 71.
Stable.
They're well thought out.
Judd, you ever wonder if you're past your prime?
Oh.
That's a stretch.
That's
my good
That's
one.
a stretch.
That's a good
I
one.
question it every day.
Whoa now, saddle down, boy.
All right. This is ridiculous.
All right, this one's great though.
He saved the best for last. When would you ever use this one?
I had a perfect moment for it. You
don't-
ruined it.
It was ruined before it got
I can't wait to hear it.
Judd loves bread. He see biscuit. He eat biscuit.
Now that is true. That is definitely
Take
true.
your list back.
That was terrible
see,
execution.
I see
You-
biscuit, I eat biscuit.
So Ricky's blaming the execution
Ruined
for why
my-
they were horrible.
Ruined my jokes.
Ricky,
Not the
I'm glad we
backstory.
got this. So Norse mythology is what you should have been looking up. Blonde,
It's a common mistake.
rugged guys. Wear
It's gotta be
Viking
common.
helmet.
Not
horn
afraid of
helmets.
death.
Not afraid of death.
I thought it was
We
odd.
talked about the Vikings and the Hollow Earth theory.
I don't know, man. I just went with
I
it.
did listen to that. And
It was
I
a-
was about to say, I was like, that's my ancestors.
It was a Wikipedia page.
I was actually
Jack-
looking for them. I was like, that's where they are.
Judd actually came from the middle of the earth to be on the podcast.
I can tell you one thing. You're not far off.
Sorry, Lynchburg. Judd, a common thing we do with all of our special guests is we like to learn a little more about them, and we do so by a little game we call Fact or Fiction.
Oh, okay.
We've asked you in your packet we gave to you prior to being on the show
Yes.
to come up with 3 things that could either be true or false.
Right.
And Ricky, he's perfect on this. Never missed a Fact or Fiction.
100%.
He can
100%.
sniff out a lie
Oh.
like a bloodhound sniffs out blood.
Huh.
It's in the name.
Quite the compliment.
You're welcome. So, if you have your facts on hand, would you please give us all 3 at once, and then we'll take time and dissect them and
Okay.
tell everyone, are they fact or are they fiction?
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. I have all these ready right now. My first one is that I used to throw up at the sound of thunder.
That's interesting.
Let's see. My next one was when I was younger, I used to be on call to take care of my brother whenever he would throw the toys in the pool. I used to have to be on guard for that. So that was my job when I was younger.
Do you know how long it took to say that one?
And then
Saying.
And then my last one is, at one point, my mom in my life pulled a stick out of my leg.
Oh.
Ooh. Those are pretty
You take number
intense. Rick, you take them off. if you want to.
No, I don't want them off.
So the
'cause I don't
first
wanna mess
one
up my
was he
record.
used to throw up at the sound of thunder.
That's some fear, man.
Was it because you were scared?
Well, I feel like you guys have to tell me either fact or fiction.
No, we get to question you a
You
little
get to
bit.
question me.
Yeah.
Cross-examination.
I meant to tell you this is me and Ricky's
Cross-examination.
podcast.
Oh,
We make up
okay.
the rules.
Well, you know,
This guy.
I am Thor.
Celebrity.
so I don't know if you...
You're right, God.
I'm out of here.
So,
No, if I threw up at the sound of thunder, that would seem to me that it would be possibly fear.
Yeah, what else
possibly
could it
something
be?
else. Possibly the rumble messed with the bowels.
Has to do with his thornness.
it always
you
comes
think?
back to poop. Messed up his bowels. I'm going to say that one is a fact.
Ooh.
Ricky, are you going to take a stab at this one? Don't want to mess up that perfect record, dude.
I'm gonna say fact. It's just, but it's
Just
so
so
odd, though.
odd.
Yeah.
But
I
it
feel like it's
sounds
just odd
plausible.
enough.
Yeah. All right, Judd.
It's fact.
Yeah.
But
No
it's,
doubt.
I would say it's a little exaggerated. I didn't actually ever throw up, but I would get sick to my stomach.
Okay.
All right, your second one was about you were apparently put on call to keep your brother from throwing toys into the pool. That just sounds like something you were supposed to do.
I'd say that's fact, man.
I feel like it's got to be fact, even though he took a little longer than I wanted him
he
to.
did, but Thirsty, you
Spit it
know.
out. That's true. His
My brother is named Thirsty, by the way. Thirsty and Thor.
That's his given
Those two,
name.
Nice.
So I'm going to say fact. We're both saying fact on that one. What we got?
Fiction.
Oh!
No.
The streak is broken.
Oh, no.
Actually, I used to tell him to throw. There was actually one instance where I told him to throw all of our toys into the pool, and
Not
he
just
did
water.
it.
That's not
No,
pool toys.
just anything. And then my mom came out and she was like, "Who did this?" And I was like, "He did it. I didn't do it."
Fascinating.
I'm going to change my resume.
I'm telling you. All right, for the last one, is your mom pulled a stick out of your leg. I don't even need a backstory. I'm saying that's true all day long. I think we've all been there.
Yeah, it's just a common
Some
thing.
people's
yeah.
got a stick up their butt.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
hey.
Hey.
Yeah, that's fact.
Fact.
It's fact.
How big was the stick?
Well, when I fell out of the tree where the stick impaled my leg, it broke off, and so it just became a twig. So I don't really know how big the stick was, but she ended up having to squeeze it out of my leg 4 days after I got impaled.
Goodness. 4 days?
We were gonna go to surgery.
Was there an infection?
Yeah, we had to get surgery and take the infected tissue out.
Off topic a little bit. Have you ever seen this Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yes.
No, I don't watch that.
It
at all.
grosses me out beyond belief.
But you watch it?
No, I see it when other people watching it, but I know of it to avoid it. What do you like about it?
Me? I don't know. It's just, I don't know what I like about it. It's just you can't look away, man.
Yes, you can.
Ugh.
No, you can't.
If you've never looked it up, look it up.
It's the alliteration.
I don't look at
Dr.
all.
Pimple Popper. You like Pimple Popper?
I don't look at all.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Ugh.
I don't look at all.
To see those kind of weird things coming out of human beings. Also, another thing we like to do with our guest, Judd. You're very familiar with this. Judd is a longtime listener
I'm a listener.
to MARP, or the Rick N Hick Connection, as Ricky's dying to have the name changed to. Because your name isn't shortened any. Mine is the Hick.
That's awesome. Rick, my name's not Rick.
It's basically Rick. Anyway, Judd is very familiar with The Rundown. Am I right?
Boom.
For those who don't know, The Rundown is Ricky's has compiled a list of several different things. He's going to read them to Judd. Judd must respond with yes or no, being as that answer is that something bettered your life, bettered mankind at all.
I'm ready.
So without further ado,
I get pretty heated in this thing, too.
you take the rundown very
I'm ready to
seriously.
douse that heat.
Ooh, fire extinguisher. That's what he's earning that nickname. So without further ado, let's take it to The Rundown.
All right, Judd, you ready?
Ready?
All right, cherry tomatoes,
No.
Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Yes.
navels,
No.
saltwater taffy,
Yes.
Curious George,
Yes.
Disinterested George,
No.
Boy George,
No.
pork roll,
No.
George of the Jungle,
Yes.
George Orville.
Yes.
He did it.
Did he do it?
He won.
He won the rundown.
He won.
Fire extinguisher, baby. Fire
That's my
extinguisher.
fire extinguisher everyone.
The best rundown yet. I think so.
Shoo, man. People are just lining up. I've got resumes in the mail of people want to be on the show just so they can compete in the rundown.
He got every single one right.
For real.
He did, yeah.
Wow.
A perfect score. He stumps you on fact or fiction, and now he perfected the Ricky rundown.
I know, man.
So, Ricky,
Not a good day for me.
if Judd lived here, you'd be replaced.
I know. I know.
I'm sorry. First, you tried to take over the show by a solo act a few weeks ago. Now, you're out of practice.
No,
my
man.
friend.
You faked a hip injury.
You're off your game.
I did hear about that.
Ricky, Judd, I keep calling you the wrong name. Judd, I'm already replaced. Judd, before we let you go, I'm working on a documentary.
All right. Okay.
It's entitled Stories from the Road, Life of the Musician.
So colons are a part of this.
Not the actual
Oh, that's just
colon.
part
There's a colon in the title.
Musicians, we have to have here a couple of times.
I'm just wondering. One of my favorite movies in the last few decades, a movie called Almost Famous.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's like the story of our podcast.
I'm being generous.
Well,
Almost Famous.
we're right there, man. We're right there.
Was about a young man who went on the road with one of his favorite rock, writing a story, and he was changed. He found love. He lost love. He got into things he never would have seen. It was a life-building moment. Wow. It's just a good movie. Deep crap. You can wade in that stuff. So, Judd, I just need to know, was Almost Famous true or not? So I've been researching with all the musicians I know. I'm still waiting on Missy Elliott to get back with me. And the guy that plays the at the Mexican restaurant on
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
The Bandito.
Yeah, the Bandito. they got back with me, but I don't speak Spanish.
Oh.
So I'm going to need somebody to translate for me. But Judd, could you give me a little bit? Is everything that we hear about life on the road for a musician, is it true?
Some of it's true. Not all of it's true.
Ooh,
Most
so
of
there's
it's
exaggerations. Tell me what's true about it.
All right. The truth of it all is that you get greasy, you get dirty. If you don't have anywhere to stay, sometimes
Sounds
you
fun.
know, I mean, we've driven hours and hours on end. That's the one thing. The
Oof.
travel is grueling. Sometimes we had to drive. We drove 14 hours in one day once. That was great.
That's all. There's
Great
10
time.
hours left to do other stuff.
Yep.
That's math, my friend.
Not everyone experiences all the crazy lady problems that happen all the time. 'Cause
Don't we know it?
That's,
You ain't got groupies?
sometimes we do.
Man, me and Ricky got Mark
Sometimes.
groupies.
Smart groupies.
We're married to them, but still.
That's true. That's right. That's right.
They don't really even care. We have to keep this in the big groupies.
But I would say that, you know, especially for us, being the kind of band we are, we're a worship band, so we travel to churches and play at camps and things like that. So the stories that you would think would happen between middle school girls and drummers, loving drummers, that is definitely true.
Oh.
The drummer gets the
Definitely.
love.
The drummer gets the love.
Really?
You would never know.
See, I thought the drummer got none of
Well,
that.
see, we used to have a drummer that was also red-headed
Oh, fiery.
and pretty muscular. So
Hey,
Wow.
tell me the truth. What musician, like playing what instrument, gets none of the love? Or the
Bass-
least of the love?
bass player.
Oh, yeah,
that's,
definitely.
that's the one.
Sorry, Nate.
Yep.
Do y'all know I used to play
Sorry,
bass?
Jay.
It's all about me.
You play the bass?
I played bass one time in a
slapped-
public
No
performance.
way.
You slapping the
Slapping
bass?
the
You slapped the
bass.
bass?
I lost the rhythm or whatever halfway through, so I turned it down, the volume down on the electric bass, and just acted like I was playing. And afterwards, everybody came up and was like, "You did so good! You did so good!" I didn't play for 3/4 of
You
the
got more love faking it than you would
You're
have
lying,
got.
dude. So if
Maybe I can start
71,
doing that.
if 71's looking to add a piece, I can get up there and pretend to slap the bass.
We might be contacted.
It won't change anything musically, but man, the performance.
You
Our
might have
people will reach your people. We'll reach out to your people.
Just go ahead and let's get ready to get a Grammy if you've signed me.
You might have to come up with another excuse to get out of Mark for another time. I don't know.
I got another hip I could break.
I thought
such
it was
a-
all the same.
Such a liar.
Sorry, Rick. Ricky still hasn't forgiven me. Do you? What if we change the name to the Rick N Hick Connection? Would that?
No, I won't do it.
Okay, well, I'll figure something out. Judd, we've gone over our time, but it's because we enjoyed being with you so much. You got any final parting words to bestow, to share with our friends?
Only eat Florida oranges. California oranges are terrible.
Ricky, close us out.
Thank you guys. We love you.
Blind, but now I see.